Hello everybody, how you guys doing today? I am coming from Walmart. It's hot out here. Let me take this mask off. And I had to go to the library and to the post office today. Um, y'all, the mail been acting up. They haven't been getting my paperwork in time. So my check's been late. I work from home and there's just been a bunch of mess. But I'm just praying that everything go well. Her getting all in my mouth. But how have you all been doing? I just wanted to come on because I just wanted to talk to you guys just for a few minutes. I'm putting my things inside right now though. Wait till I get my groceries inside the vehicle, and then I will talk to you guys for a few minutes. If you all don't mind, pray about it. Let God have his way. Pray about it. He will make a way. I need to wash my vehicle, you all. Pray about it. Let God have his way. Pray about it. Pray about it. He will make a way. It is hot. I had a stand, you guys, but it's broken. Need to be tightened up some. But let me just sit you guys down right here just for a split second until I put my seatbelt on. All right. I got to make one more stop, and then I will be going back to the house. I want to say, let it cool off a little bit. My auntie had came to visit my mom for a week, and we so enjoyed her so much. I did. And I was just so grateful that she was there. My auntie is 71 years old, although she don't look it, but she is. And she was coming to say that she was helping me out, but I knew she can't do too much, and I wasn't expecting her to. I just wanted her to be with my mom because she always would come and visit my mother before my mama had the stroke. And she stayed for a week. During the week, before she came up here, I had a cousin to pass. My first cousin passed while my mother was in the hospital. My mom was in the hospital. And the day we went and got my aunt, my mother got out the hospital, not the next day, but the day after. So my cousin died. So we had to go to the funeral like the following week because my cousin's son did not want to bury her on his birthday, which is understandable. And so we went to the funeral, and it was just a sad plus glorious time. We still give God the praise, but miss her because my cousin her name is Deborah. She always checked on my mom. She always checked on us and called and talked to me. So, and that was my girl. We was real close. So I began to think about my sister. I lost my sister in March, and I have to pause a little bit when I talk about my sister because still I miss her. I miss my sister so much. But yesterday when I took my auntie back home, I had to drive 4.5 hours there and 4.5 hours back. And I would let my mom roll with me because I know that we was taking her sister back, so I want her to ride with me. Which she at first she started kind of just I guess being distraught or whatever, so and frustrated. I was like, Lord, I should have just left her at the house, with the kids or whatever. But I wanted to bring her with me, and it's because there's nobody to go but me. And my daughter called like, Mama, why didn't you get me to ride with you? I'm like, well, I was ready to go, so I can come on back home. But I say that to say this, as I was, when I began to get frustrated, I had got frustrated. And I, just started thinking about things in my mind, like, God, I took care of my sister when she was in her 20s. She was sick. The doctors didn't know what it was. And I took care of my sister when she was like 21 and I was about 23. And then I said, God, my sister died in March of this year. She was 40 years old. God healed her from the first, whatever it was, we don't know what was wrong. God healed her from that. But this time she died of a heart attack in her sleep. And I said, then my mom had a stroke in October of last year. And my mother took care of my auntie. She took care of my uncle up until the day they died. I never thought that my mom would have a stroke. She was doing good, walking, doing everything for herself, driving and everything. And so yesterday, I just kind of got frustrated. And I was like, God, it's just so much. My kids is all up and grown, really, or young adults. They all got their own houses. My son, he still live with me. Sometimes, he'll be back and forth because he helped me with my mom. And sometimes it get kind of heavy, but I wouldn't have it no other way. I thank God. I was getting frustrated, just like, God, and I just said, Lord, take this cup away from me. But nevertheless, let thy will be done. And so I began to, I just look at my mom, because when we was at the funeral, one of my cousins came up. She said, girl, I'm just so glad you got your mama. And I was looking I said, baby, there's no other way. I'm going to get her, My mom was in rehab in a nursing home for 90 days, but that was it. She was just in there for rehab. But I was going to bring her home. And so the enemy tried to frustrate me, and just be like, you don't have a life. You just taking care of family. You don't have a husband. Just all this crazy stuff. But I got in prayer, and I thank God, even though it get hard sometimes. But nevertheless, let thy will be done. I would not trade anything, because I know that there is a purpose. God has a plan in the midst of everything, and I just thank God that I am able to do it. I thank God that I was able to take care of my sister when we was 20. I thank God that I'm able to take care of my mom, because people are dying young now. I could be in the place where I can't take care of my mom, but I thank God that I can take care of her, that he has made ways, and he has blessed me to be able to take care of my mother at home. So I just wanted to come on and encourage somebody that may be going through, because I feel like so many people may be going through so much. You feel like you got so much on your plate. You get frustrated. The enemy talk to you, because the enemy get us, and he talk to us in our mind. And but I want to encourage you to keep on, keep it on, keep pressing, and keep trusting God. Because when I was driving home last night, I just kept thinking about my sister. It hit me so hard. I was like, God, I just want to talk to her. I miss her. But I know that, it's a process. It's just been March, April, May, June, July, August. It's almost 5 months that she been gone, And it was my baby sister, and I missed it. I just missed her so much, and I was trying to hold my tears because I didn't want my mom to see me crying, because my mom was sitting there and I was here. But I want to encourage you guys. You keep pressing. You keep trusting God. It may seem like things are just so hard right now. You don't even know the answer. You don't know which way out. I mean, you may be frustrated, but I want to encourage you to keep trusting God, because God has a plan. He has a plan. He has a way. He has a way. If there is a way, God has a way. So you trust his process. Trust the plan. Trust the process. Keep pressing. Don't look back. Don't look back. I always tell people, when Peter was walking across the water like it was dry land, he was looking to Jesus. Jesus called him and he looked. He started walking because he was looking dead at Jesus. But when he took his eyes off of God, when he took his eyes off of Jesus, he began to sink. He began to sink. So do not take your eyes off of Jesus. You keep trusting God. You keep pressing. You keep praying and keep believing. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that everything is going to be okay. It's a song called It's Gonna Get Better. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better for you. Gonna get better. It's gonna get better. And I sing that, I exercise to that song, but I want to just say that to you. It's going to get better. Trust God. It is going to get better. I love you guys to life, and I just wanted to come on to encourage you guys. Remember to smile, love, and forgive. God bless.